the Cultivate Idaho Initiative Toolkit. The Idaho Hunger Relief Task Force gratefully acknowledges the help of John Peavy and Marie-Therese Senecal, Emerson National Hunger Fellows from the Congressional Hunger Center, Sarah Graham, AmeriCorps Vista, and Braylon Draper, coordinator of the Emmett Hunger-Free Communities pilot. This toolkit is broken up into 7 modules, designed to be utilized over a period of 10 months. Each module corresponds with one phase of the process. Module 1 will help you determine if your community is ready to participate in and would benefit from this program. Module 2 will help you establish a core group that will guide a successful project. Module 3 walks you through the visioning process, whereby your core group will create a vision statement to guide the project. Module 4 involves gathering the necessary data to fully understand food insecurity in your own community. Module 5 instructs how to conduct interviews and assessments to complete the data gathering process. In Module 6, you will hold a community organizing event to open up your project to input from the broader community. And finally, in Module 7, you will embark on the next steps that will convert all of your work into a tangible implementation strategy. As we begin, it is important to know exactly how this tool works so that you can get the most out of the experience and the greatest benefit for your community. The tool is an interactive replication tool designed to help communities navigate the Cultivate Idaho initiative from start to finish. It is split into 7 modules, which lead communities through the process over a period of 10 months. And walk them through each step of the process, from planning to assessment to implementation. Each module corresponds to one phase of the process and has supplemental handouts that provide additional resources, such as sample meeting agendas, community facilitation skill-building tools, and tips on accessing additional information to aid in the process. Because of the holistic and process-oriented nature of the initiative, the toolkit must be utilized in its entirety for best results, without skipping past or omitting any of the modules. Each module provides information, skills, and resources that are fundamental building blocks for the subsequent modules. The supplemental handouts may be used in a number of different ways, including as references for the facilitator, handouts at community meetings, instructional materials for core group trainings, and more. The toolkit should be utilized by individuals or groups that have determined that their communities are ready to participate in the initiative. It can be used as a tool for the facilitator, liaison, and/or core group. Communities that decide to engage in the process have the autonomy to determine how best to utilize this tool based on their unique needs and dynamics. As you navigate through the initiative with this tool, keep in mind that the network is also a resource that can be utilized by communities for additional support. It is their sincere hope that this process be successful, and as such, do not hesitate to reach out to them. Module 1. Is your community ready? Community food security is defined by Mike Ham and Ann Bellows as a condition in which all community residents obtain a safe, culturally acceptable, nutritionally adequate diet through a sustainable food system that maximizes community self-reliance and social justice. The Cultivate Idaho initiative looks beyond emergency assistance and explores local food systems, agriculture, economic development, community support systems, and civic engagement for sustainable solutions to build a food-secure and thriving community. Your community may be ready to participate in the Cultivate Idaho initiative if there is an emergency food pantry, community meal, or homeless shelter, there are food drives held in your community, there are inadequate resources from which people can purchase foods, there is concern about nutrition for children and seniors. The food available is not competitively priced and thus not affordable to all households. There is inadequate participation in food assistance resources. Additional indicators include the presence of community gardens, local farmers markets, farm-to-school programs, and/or motivated community members. Far too often, the sectors that make up a community are doing important work, but they operate in silos, hindering their ability to make the greatest impact. Followed correctly, the Cultivate Idaho initiative will help your community break these silos and form collaborative partnerships that transcend individual sectors and build strong and self-reliant communities. The Cultivate Idaho initiative seeks to identify new strategies to create prosperity and self-reliance where community members live, work, learn, play, and grow older. Private and public efforts must collaborate to assess community strengths and challenges and engage community members to plan and implement local solutions. Critical indicators include local food systems, transportation and mobility, health and human services, emergency support, housing, financial responsibility, workforce and employment, civic engagement and volunteer opportunities, and lifelong learning for all community members. The process takes approximately 10 months with monthly core group meetings, data gathering, stakeholder interviews, a community organizing event to identify solutions, and steps towards implementation. The good news is that your community will receive guidance and support from us, the Cultivate Idaho Network. There will need to be a local facilitator who will be the liaison to the network. The costs are minimal for the process: meeting materials, local organizing event and meal, and perhaps travel expense for the local facilitator. If you understand the mission of the Cultivate Idaho initiative, have an indication that some community members are motivated, and understand the commitment, then you might be ready to move forward. Again, you will receive guidance and support from the Cultivate Idaho Network, and that begins with a discussion about your interest. We encourage you to contact us through email at cultivateidaho@idahohunger.org or 208-447-8218.